During World War II, a woman named Thelma Thompson moved into the Mojave Desert to stay near her husband. 125 degrees in the shade and constant wind made life brutal. She felt isolated, exhausted, and trapped. Eventually, she wrote her parents a letter saying she was giving up and coming home. Her father wrote back with just 2 lines that completely changed her life. Thelma hated everything about the desert. She couldn't speak the local languages, and her husband was often away. She felt disconnected from the people around her and emotionally crushed by the environment itself. She had already decided the experience was unbearable. Then her father's letter arrived, containing 2 short lines from a poem he remembered. Those 2 lines were all there was. No long advice, no lecture, just 2 lines. The lines read, "2 men looked out from prison bars. One saw the mud, the other saw the stars. Same prison, same bars, same world outside the window. 2 completely different realities depending on where attention was placed." That was the moment Thelma realized she had spent her entire time staring only at the mud. The heat, the loneliness, and the discomfort were real, but she suddenly understood the stars had been there the entire time. The desert itself did not magically change. The weather stayed brutal and isolation remained difficult. But Thelma changed the direction of her attention and then changed her behavior. She started meeting the people around her instead of avoiding them and became curious about local culture. She explored plants, animals, and the history of the land instead of retreating. Slowly, unnoticed, the same desert that once felt like punishment became fascinating to her. She eventually described it as one of the most exciting periods of her entire life. Psychologist Alfred Adler believed one of the greatest human abilities is the power to turn a minus into a plus. Modern psychology calls this post-traumatic growth, the idea that hardship properly processed can deepen resilience and meaning. Difficulty forces people to develop capacities they may never have discovered otherwise. Some people collapse under adversity, others are transformed by it. Often the external situation looks identical. The interpretation changes everything. When life hands a bitter person a difficult situation, they usually stop at self-pity and ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Resilient people ask, "What can this teach me, and what strength can this develop, and what opportunity is hidden inside this?" The obstacle becomes material instead of just pain, and history is full of people who've found strength after loss. Does this mean pretending everything is positive, ignoring pain, or smiling through suffering? No, that is denial, not resilience. Thelma did not imagine the desert into becoming easy. She actively engaged with it differently, exploring, studying, and participating. Optimism alone changes nothing. Without action, and action without hope quickly becomes exhaustion. Real resilience requires both you change your perspective and then you move. You will not control every hardship that enters your life, but you do control what you search for once you're there. Mud or stars, resentment or meaning withdrawal or curiosity. The environment may stay the same, but the story you tell yourself can change everything. Sometimes the beginning of transformation is not escaping the prison bars. It's finally looking up long enough to notice the stars were there all along. Most people spend years trying to escape difficult seasons without realizing those same seasons may contain the exact experiences capable of changing them forever.